that the great Giannis Antetokounmpo got no help. He got no help. All right, Giannis was spectacular. 42 points, 12 rebounds, 3 block shots, and we'll throw in 4 assists for good measure. And Chris Middleton, Mike Budenholzer's still looking for Chris Middleton. Where was Chris Middleton last night? 11 points? Some people had the nerve to call him the Batman of the team. 11 points? We can't have that. And Drew Holiday answered our call to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
But he left out the second part of the request. Be more aggressive and make shots,
yes.
all right? He thought he was Kobe Bryant in the first quarter. 9 shots? 9 shots? But Kobe made them. Drew was 3 for 9. And kept shooting. He was 0 for 5 in the second quarter. I mean, he tried.
3 of 14 the first half.
Your second and third best players didn't show up. All right, Giannis, he was a one-man show. That's all there is to it. He was a one-man show, and he's the only Bucks player who had a positive plus-minus. He was +3. Here's how big Giannis was last night. So they're up 33-30, right? We know early on they had the lead. They're up 33-30. Giannis has the audacity to take a 1 minute 57-second break. All right, in that 1 minute and 57 seconds, the Bucks got outscored 9-2. He gets back, they never lead again. He gets back on the floor and they're down and they never lead again. Then in the second half, Giannis played all but 2 minutes and 24 seconds. When he was on the court, they were +8. +8 with Giannis on the court. In the 2:24 that he was off, they were outscored by 7 points. So it was a Giannis Antetokounmpo show. And look, guys, this is a guy that we all know can't shoot jump shots. We all know can't shoot free throws. And he's not like a low-post guy a la Shaquille O'Neal where you're just playing him down there and he goes to work on the block. And yet and still, he scored 20 points in the third quarter, the most points in a quarter of an NBA Finals game in the last 25 years. That's amazing for a guy that really doesn't have a go-to shot. That's how all over the floor he was. And he joined Isaiah Thomas in becoming the only players ever to score 30 or more points in the second half of a finals game. Ever. He scored 10 in the fourth, so all those that say, oh, he doesn't score. We know he's not a closer, but he disappears. He had 8 points in the last 5 minutes. So Giannis was a one-man show. If he got a little bit of help from his supporting cast, this might be a 1-1 series.
I totally agree. And I knew he was going to be more aggressive. In game 1, he had 11 shots. He doubled that up. He was 15 of 22. I still think he takes too many threes. I don't know why he would attempt 5 threes, because he lets the defense off the hook, Chris. When he takes a 3, I don't care if he makes it. I'm clapping. I was like, yes, he didn't dunk on me. He didn't Euro step me and possibly get an and-1 to get to the free throw line. So he lets you off the hook by taking that shot. And I just don't get, when am I going to see Middleton and Holiday? I've given up on Holiday. I just know he's what he is. He's probably shooting 40%, 39% right now. But Middleton's better than this. But he's just so streaky, because we saw what happened next. The first 2, I'm going to do like Skip. Skip says, you know what? Did you see those games against Atlanta? He had 20 points in the fourth quarter. He had 23 points in a third quarter. Okay. He had 11 points last night in 4 quarters. You tell me what he can do in 1 quarter. Can he do that in 4 quarters? If he gave him 23 points last night, they win the game. If Chris Middleton had 23 points last night, they win the game.
Who was playing? Who was his teammate while he was scoring 23? Who was his starting center that night? Oh, it was Brook Lopez. Interesting.
Well, he out there looking like J-Lo right now. Do you see what he did last night? How did he look last night? 8 points.
Interesting.
What you gonna do with 8 points?
Brook Lopez?
Yeah.
He just goes and stands out at the three-point line. He has to get out of the way.
That's what he's been doing all year, Chris.
Yep.
So
has no choice.
Chris, we asked more of Giannis. Now, I remember somebody, I ain't gonna call his name, that said Kevin Durant was playing 1-on-5 because James Harden was hobbled and what's the shooting? Joe Harris couldn't make a shot.
Couldn't make a shot.
TLC couldn't make a shot.
Yeah, but boy, Kevin Durant made a shot. Unfortunately, 1/10 of an inch of his toe was on the line, or we would be having a different conversation because we'd be talking about Kevin Durant in yet another NBA Finals.
Chris, but yet and still, we're having the same conversation. Kevin Durant played historically great, and they lost. Giannis Antetokounmpo last night played historically great, and they lost. Why? Because he didn't have a second, third, or a fourth guy to give him any consistent play. It's as simple as that. 1-on-5 is not winning. Jordan couldn't do it 1-on-5. LeBron couldn't do it 1-on-5. Kevin Durant can't do it 1-on-5. And the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo can't. You know that, and I know that. But I'm going to get this money off you or get these due off you on Sunday, though.
Good. Good luck.
I'm going to get this due off you on Sunday.
As Liam Neeson said in Taken, good luck.
Okay,
He
good
didn't
luck.
say it. The guy said it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris Broussard. So I give you this. Last night, your man Giannis was a combination of Shaq and Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain and Hakeem Olajuwon. I've never seen anything like this man. He dominated in ways that were historically great, unheard of, unprecedented. And they lost by 10. Why did they lose by 10? Because I first guessed this. I watched with my own eyes, with no Giannis in the lineup, no Giannis available in games 5 and 6 against Atlanta. I watched Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday say, aha, we're free. We're unleashed. We can be all-stars again because we don't have to worry about our superstar. And what did they do? They went all-star on the Hawks. What did they do in those last 2 games? They almost each averaged a triple-double. I'll just give you the numbers. Chris Middleton, last 2 games against Atlanta, 29, 9, and 8. Holiday against Atlanta, 5 and 6. 26, 8, and 11. They almost averaged triple-doubles, both of them. They were sensational, and Chris Middleton had 2 breakout away from home quarters on the road in that crazy atmosphere in Atlanta, in which he did, as Shannon pointed out, scored 20 in a fourth quarter at Atlanta and then 23 in the closeout game in the third quarter at Atlanta. They're different humans without Giannis in the lineup. Giannis is an all-time great. He's freakishly talented. We give you Greek freakishly talented, but he lacks takeover intangibles. There's no killer will to him. There aren't the kind of Jordan-esque intangibles that you make the shot at the moment to win the game on the road in that place. He's not built like that. He never has been. His team does not follow this leader. They just watch this leader. Last night was classic. Their body language starting in the second quarter was just abominable because the greater Giannis played, the more they stood and watched on offense and on defense. And again, DeAndre Ayton no-showed last night.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
He's one of those young big men who think, oh, I can rest on my laurels from game 1. I don't have to really come to play tonight. I already showed you what I could do in game 1. Well, guess what? Giannis took him all apart.
Yes.
Giannis just had his way. And if Giannis gets downhill on even a semi-fast break, it is over because he is going to score or get to the free throw line. Now, what did he do from the free throw line? Well, by his standards, he was all-time great. He made 61% of his free throws. That means it was 11 of 18. That means he missed 7 free throws.
Right.
That's a lot of free throws to miss. As Shannon pointed out, he took 5 threes. He did make one, and it's like a shock when he makes one. You sit back and say, oh, my God, how did he do that? Well, he missed 4, and one of the 4 misses missed everything except backboard. It was nothing but backboard. And one of the 7 missed free throws hit nothing but air. These kind of shots just take the heart and the momentum out of your team. The Bucks have terrible chemistry with Giannis. Phoenix has all-time great chemistry, starting with their great head coach, great, still young head coach, going to CP3, going to Book, going to everybody chipping in. Even Jay Crowder got a hot hand last night. I love to watch them share the basketball and play basketball. I don't love watching Milwaukee with Giannis. It's just hard on my eyes because mostly it's stand and watch. And when Middleton and Holiday finally say, I think I'm going to take a turn here, they never look like their heart's in it. They look tentative to me.